All right, so hello and welcome, my dear friends. Hello and welcome. I welcome you all back to Oliveboard. And yes, a very warm good evening to every one of you. A very warm good evening. So, my dear friends, today we shall be taking certain MCQs, and these MCQs, they are very much important for your examinations, my dear friends. Why? Because these particular MCQs, and I'm telling you that if you go through this document that I've created, okay, in this particular document, what will happen is that here this document, it will make you it will basically help you clarify your concepts. It will help you gain accuracy in your examinations, and that will help you clear the examination. So with this notion, let us start this particular session, my dear friends. Let us start this particular session. Now, when we talk on this first question, now in this session, what we shall be doing is we shall be taking up around 100. Means I have created a document of around 100 questions. Okay, 120 questions, and these questions are from the ancient and the medieval Indian history. And guys, trust me, these questions, I have created it in this format that the examination, if it has to ask you questions, it will ask you from this particular document. I'm not telling that this will and the questions will be asked from this document, but trust me, if you go through this document, your accuracy, your way of solving the questions, it will become so good that let the examination ask any question to you in the Indian history, you shall be very much capable of solving those particular questions. So with this notion, let us start this particular session, my dear friends. Yes, so the first one is that which Harappan site is associated with the world's earliest known dockyard? Now, when we talk about the Harappan site, there are around 1400 settlements have been found, and from these settlements, the majority were found initially on the banks of river Indus. However, many other civilizations, many other settlements, they were found on various other rivers such as Ravi. Then there is going to be Chenab, then the Satluj, and then the I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So when we talk on the earliest known dockyard, it is going to be near the coastal yard. So dockyard is basically like the port, so it is going to be near the coast. Let us see which is near the coast. Kalibangan, no, it is in the mainland. That is, it is in the top, so it is not on the coastal area. So no. Then Dholavira, it is in the not on the coastal area, but it is going to be on the particular where there is water scarcity. It is going to be there. So Dholavira, it is known for the reservoirs and not the dockyard, that is port. Roper, it is also not the answer. Lothal, it is going to be the answer. And this was discovered by S.R. Rao. Okay, he was an Indian archaeologist who is going to excavate Lothal, which is very much well known for its, the dockyard. And this dockyard, it is going to be on the particular river of Bhogavo. Okay, Bhogavo, also known as Limdi Bhogavo. Apart from Limdi Bhogavo, it can also be known as the Sabarmati. Okay, so this is going to be the river's name, so remember this. Okay, you can go through the explanation later on. The next one is that the major the major industry that was found, okay, the major industry that was found at this point of time, it is going to be in which particular area? Okay, so that major industry found at Harappa site of Chanhudaro was which? Pottery, bead making, the shipbuilding, or the particular metal casting. Now here also, my dear friends, you can go with the elimination, that which are the particular industries that have been generally found. Now if we talk on the elimination, see, pottery, it was generally done in majority parts of the Harappan settlement, not only exclusively at Chanhudaro. So you need to find out which is the odd man out here. So pottery, it is not going to be the answer, because from all the settlements they are going to find pottery. Shipbuilding, again no. Shipbuilding, here Chanhudaro, it is going to be in the top portions of the Harappan settlements, not at the port, because shipbuilding, it generally happens at the port, and Chanhudaro was not a port city. Metal casting, once again, metal, at this point of time, only metal that was known was bronze, and the Chanhudaro area was not having bronze deposits, so it was not known for that. And metal casting will be generally done in areas that have bronze production. Okay, so which was not there at that point of time. So the answer to this is going to be bead making. Okay, so bead making is going to be the answer, that in Chanhudaro the factory was bead making. All right, Chanhudaro, here I have given extra facts. Chanhudaro was excavated by N.G. Majumdar and Ernest Mackay. Okay, and Chanhudaro was there in the bead making factory. Shipbuilding was at Lothal. Okay, metal casting, it is not going to be at Chanhudaro. Now, when we talk about the third one, here, the term Meluha in Mesopotamian text, it refers to which of the area? Does it mean Egypt? Does it mean Persia? Does it mean Indus Valley civilization? Or does it mean China? Okay, so when we talk about Meluha, here, again, odd man out. Just find the odd man out. What do you see is that Meluha, whenever you might have heard the term Meluha, you can associate it with the Indian context. Okay, so here, Meluha, obviously not Egypt, not Persia, but it is going to be the Harappan civilization. So Meluha was the area that was, the Mesopotamian text. They are going to term Meluha as the area that is going to be in the east of river, in the east of river Indus. So that was the aspect of Meluha. Okay, so the answer to this, it is going to be C. Okay, just keep this in mind. Now, here you can read this particular thing later on. The answers you can read it later on. Okay, now many such, okay, the sources, the factual one liner documents, where you can find it, you can just go through my Telegram channel, and there also you can find a lot of documents that will be very much helpful for your examination, the one liner documents of the ancient, medieval and modern Indian history. Okay, the next one is the term sent. The term cent in the context of Harappan civilization, it refers to what? Does it mean currency, type of burial, board game, or a trade route? So when we talk about this particular game, okay, the term cent, okay, so here this particular thing, it was generally known as the chess game. Okay, it was generally the chess game that was there during the Harappan civilization, and the games, they were an important part-time activity or a pastime activity of the Harappans. So it is not currency, not type of burial, but a board game, that was associated with chess. So that is the idea of cent. Okay, so here what you can see, cent was like a chess game that the Harappans played. Okay, now the next one is, which Veda contains the famous Purusukta hymn mentioning the Varna system? Okay, so which Veda it is going to have the Purusukta hymn that mentions the, that is going to mention the particular, okay, that is going to mention the particular Purusukta hymn. Now, when we talk on the Purusukta hymn, okay, this Purusukta hymn, it is going to have the mention of Varna system. The Varna system, that means the Brahmin, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudra. And in when we talk about the Vedic age, okay, in the Vedic age, what do we see? That the Sam Veda, it is going to be the Veda of music. The Yajur Veda is the Veda of rituals. The Atharva Veda is the Veda of black magic and white magic, and it is the Rig Veda within which Purushokta hymn is there. So the Rig Veda, it is composed of 10 mandalas or 10 books, and from these 10 books, the last book, that is the 10th mandala, it is going to have the Purushokta hymn, and the Purushokta hymn is going to mention the Varna system. So this is the answer to this. So you can go through it. Okay. Now the next one is, who is considered to be the founder of Mauryan Empire? So this is very much easier for you guys. Why? Because who is the founder of the Mauryan Empire? So it is going to be the Chandragupta Maurya. He is going to be the founder of Mauryan Empire, and with the help of the Kautilya, he is going to create the empire. And this information, we are going to find it from two major sources. One is going to be the Artha Shastra, which was written by the Chandragupta Maurya himself, and another is a work known as Mudra Rakshasa. Okay, Mudra Rakshasa, which was a work that was done by Vishakha Datta. He is also going to inform that Chandragupta Maurya is going to establish the Mauryan Empire. So that is one another aspect. Okay. Then next one is, which one of the following rulers used the title Devanam Piya in Devanam Piya Dasi in his inscriptions? Now see here, when we eliminate, so Chandragupta Maurya, Ashoka, Harshvardhana or Kanishka. Here what do we see, that from these particular people who are majorly known with inscriptions? So it is Ashoka. He is majorly known with inscriptions. Apart from Ashoka, Chandragupta, Harshvardhana and Kanishka, we know about them from the literary text. Apart from that, Devanam Piya Dasi, it means the beloved of the god. Beloved of the god. So who is going to have the, who is going to be known as beloved of the god? It is going to be Ashoka. Okay, Devanampiya, he is going to be known as Ashoka. All right. Then Chandragupta, he was known as the Chandrakotas. Chandragupta was known as the Chandrakotas. Next one is the capital city of the Satavahanas. Now the Satavahanas, they ruled in the Deccan area. We are very much aware about the mapping. Okay, so the Satavahanas, they are going to rule in the Deccan area. Now which of the cities they are going to be there in the Deccan? That is the Maharashtra belt. That is Ujjain. No, it is in MP. Takshashila, no, it is in the northwestern frontier area. Patliputra, no, it is going to be in Bihar. So which is there in the Deccan? Odd man out. That is Pratisthana. Okay, so this Pratisthana, it can also be known as the Paithan. Remember, Pratisthana can also be known as the Paithan. All right, so this is there. So I hope everyone, this is clear to you. I hope this is clear to you. If you guys have anything, okay, just let me know. And apart from that, I'll get this document uploaded as well. Okay, after the session is over, I'll get this document uploaded as well. Okay, so let's move ahead. And trust me, guys, if you do this document, you are going to rock the examinations. Okay, why? Because I have added some extra factual information also here, which will help you in the examination itself. Okay, so just focus on that, just focus on this document, and trust me, it will be a very fast revision for you guys. Okay, now when we move at the next question, the famous Gayatri mantra is found in which of the Veda? So as we know, there are four major Vedas, that is Rig Ved, Samved, Atharva Ved and Yajurved. Apart from these four Vedas, there are going to be three extended texts of the Vedas, that is going to be the Brahmanas, Aranyakas and Upanishad. Okay, so there are a total of 7 parts in the Vedas, 4 main Vedas and 3 extended texts. Just remember, Puranas are not Vedas. Puranas are not a part of Vedas, and even epics, that is Ramayana and Mahabharata, they are also not a part of Vedas. Here, when we talk about Gayatri Mantra, it is going to be majorly found in which of the particular text? That is the main question that is asked. Now, is it going to be the Samveda, Atharva Veda, Yajur Veda, or the particular Rig Veda? So the answer for this is going to be the Rig Veda, that is D. Okay, so there was a sage known as Vishwamitra. He is going to be the propounder of this particular Gayatri mantra. All right, Yajur Veda is a Veda on ritual. Sam Veda is a Veda on music, and swara, ragas and raginis, they are going to be mentioned here in this particular Veda. Atharva Veda, it is going to deal with charms and spells, and this will be asked to you in the examination. Okay, next one is going to be that the Harappan script is best described as, means what is the style of the Harappan script that is going to be there? Is it alphabetical, pictographic, cuneiform or hieroglyphic? So the Harappan script here, when we talk, they used a lot of pictures in their script. A script is basically a language through which one communicates with each other. So these people, the Harappans, they are going to use pictures in their script. That is why we call it as pictographic. Okay, so the pictographic script is going to be there. All right, so that is one another thing. Now here, when we talk on the pictographic script, what do we understand? This particular pictographic script was done in Bostro-Fidon style. Okay, Bostro-Fidon style. That means this was known as the bidirectional style of writing. Now, when we talk about bidirectional style of writing, that means the first line is going to be written from left to right. The second line is going to be written from right to left. The third line is going to be written from left to right, and fourth line is going to be written from right to left. So this is going to be the bidirectional style of writing. So majorly the Harappan script, it was in pictographic form. Okay, all right. Now, who among the following excavated the site of Kalibangan? Come on, any one of you who can solve this. Who was the person who is going to find this particular site? Who was the person who is going to find this particular site? Come on. Was it R.S. Vishist, S.R. Rao, Amal Nanda Ghosha, or M.S. Vatsa? Okay, so you need to find out who was the person who excavated the site of Kalibangan, because the examination, it can ask you any of such questions. Okay, so SR Rao, we know that he was the person who is going to excavate the area of we discussed earlier, that is the Lothal. Okay, So it is going to be the RS Bisist. RS Bist was the person who's going to excavate the site of Dholavira. So the answer is Amalnanda Ghosha. Amalnanda Ghosha was the one who excavated Kalibangan. R.H. Visist excavated Dholavira. S.R. Rao, Lothal, and M.S. Vatsa did the Rangapur. So match the following can be asked to you in the examination. Next one is, which term was used in the Rig Veda for cattle conflicts? Because in Rig Veda, generally the fight was in which context? It was on the basis of cattle. So cattle was the main reason for the fights that happened. So was it Gavista, Krishi, Gavala, or Duhitri? Okay. Here, when we talk about the Duhitri, she was the woman who is going to milk the cows. Okay. What do we understand by cattle conflicts? Cattle conflicts here, the Visti means you need to just go with the words. Okay, which sounds a bit negative because here they are talking about conflicts. So Gavala, Krishi, Gavishthi. Okay, so means a negative context you are getting it with the word of Gavishthi. So the answer here it is going to be Gavishthi. Now see, you might not now everything, all of these particular things I have mentioned in my Telegram channel. The document is there and you can find that particular Telegram channel. Okay, in that Telegram channel you can find this particular thing. Okay, all these particular terminologies which are important for your examinations, you can find it there. Okay, so the answer for this is Gavishti, which meant in the Vedic age, that is conflict for cows. Krishi, it refers to agriculture. Gavala, it refers to buffalo. Dohitri means the daughter who milked the cows. Next one is the term Vratyas in the Vedic literature, it refers to what? Vratyas. Okay, so here when we talk about Vratyas, it is going to mean not the Brahminical priest, not the early kings, not the forest dwellers, but it means non-Vedic Aryans. Okay, non-Vedic Aryans who lived outside the pale of the Aryan village. So the answer to this is going to be B. Pratyas, they lived outside the orthodox Brahminical structure that was there. Okay. Forest dwellers, they were often referred to as Nishadas. Early kings were not associated with the term of Vratyas. Who among the following is associated with the doctrine of Anikant Vad? Who among the following is associated with the system of Anikant Vad? Come on. Anikant Vad, it is a system of multiple truths. Means not only one thing is going to be the right. So who according to you is associated with Anikant Vad? Okay, the multiple truth theory. Means from the word itself, see, Anikantvad and Syadvad, they are the theories that are associated with Jainism, and they mean that not one thing is always the right answer. Means there are multiple truths on the for one particular thing. So the answer to this is going to be Mahavira because it was associated with Jainism. Gautam Buddha was Buddhism, Nagarjuna was also Buddhist, Patanjali was Brahminical, and Mahavira was Jain. So this doctrine, it is going to be the Jain doctrine. The next one is the earliest known capital of Magad was what? Patliputra, Champa, Vaishali, or Rajgriha. Come on, what do you think? What do you think is the answer to this? What do you think is the answer to this? Sasi, what do you think is the answer to this? The earliest known capital of Magadha was what? Is it Patliputra? Is it Champa? Is it Vaishali? Is it Rajgriha? Okay, so Magad, it was a Mahajanpad that was prevalent at that point of time, and a total of 16 Mahajanpads were there. And from that 16, one Mahajanpad, the victorious one was Magad. Okay, so when we talk about Magad, what is going to be the answer to this? Come on, what is going to be the answer to this? All right, am I visible? Am I visible? Okay. Sasi, am I visible now? Am I visible now, Sasi? Am I visible now? Now, kindly just confirm. Kindly just confirm. Kindly just confirm. Okay. Okay. So yes, yes. Now, okay. So, all right. So then the doctrine of yes. Okay, good, Sasi, good. So the doctrine of transmigration of soul and karma is elaborated in which of the Upanishads? Now, see, these are the Upanishads. A total of 108 Upanishads are there, but more than 200 Upanishads are totally there. But we have majorly understood 108 Upanishads. So Satyamev Jayate was from the Mundak Upanishad. Okay, then when we talk about transmigration and soul, it is mentioned in which of the Upanishads? Now it is going to be in the Jabala Upanishad. Okay, so it is going to be mentioned in the Jabala Upanishad. All right. Now, the Battle of 10 Kings. This answer. Come on. The Battle of 10 Kings mentioned in the Rig Veda was fought on which banks? The Battle of 10 Kings was fought on which banks? Come on. Come on. The Battle of 10 Kings was fought on which banks? Was it the Saraswati? Was it the Yamuna? Was it the Bias? Was it the Ravi? Okay, so Dasaranjana Yuddha. Okay, for which on which particular river was it generally fought at that point of time? Okay, so it is going to be the answer. The answer to this, it is going to be the Ravi. And here the ancient names. The ancient name, it is going to be the Parushini. Ravi's ancient name, it is going to be the Parushini. And you will have to find the Indus is known as the Sindhu. Indus is known as the Sindhu. Chenab, okay, the particular Satlaj is known as the Satudri. Ravi is known as the Parushini, and you will have to find out the other names of other Sanskrit names of the other Indus and its tributary rivers. So the answer is going to be D. The next, the famous Sapta Sindhu region in the Rig Veda, it refers to what? Seven mountains, seven rivers, seven cities, or seven tribes. Yes, very good, Sasi. It was Vishwam. Yes. Vishwamitra was the one of the major reasons. Now, come on, answer this. Answer this. The famous Sapta Sindhu region is known for what? The famous Sapta Sindhu region is known for what? Is it the seven mountains, the seven rivers, the seven cities, or the seven tribes? Which one is it? Which one is it? The Sapta Sindhu region. Okay, so the answer is here when we talk about the Sapta Sindhu, it basically means the seven rivers. Okay, that means Saraswati, Indus, and its five tributaries. So Saraswati and Indus two, and Indus has five tributaries. Okay, so then there is going to be the seven rivers. Now, when we talk about the next one, who introduced the ashrama system as per the particular Vedic literature? So, when we talk about the ashrama system, it is going to be the Aitareya Brahmana, Jabala Upanishad, Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, or the Chandoyaga Upanishad. So, once again, the ashrama system, it is going to be mentioned not in the Aitareya, not in the Brihadaranyaka, not in the Chandogya, and it is going to be mentioned in the Jabala Upanishad. Okay, so here the Aitareya Brahmana, it is focus on the kingship. Brihadaranyaka, it is going to discuss karma and rebirth. Chandoyaga, it is going to talk on meditation. Next one, this is important. The examination might ask you this particular question, that the electrum, it is the mixture of which particular metals? Okay, electrum is the mixture of which particular metals? Is it silver or copper? Is it gold or copper? Is it gold or silver, or is it tin and copper? So electrum, silver and copper, gold, silver, and tin and copper. So what is the answer to this one? Okay, so here the Harappans, they were, now you need to find which ones the Harappans they were known about. Okay, so electrum, it was basically associated with the mixture of gold and silver. Why? Because the Harappans, they wanted to know about the they wanted to know about the precious metals. So electrum is a naturally occurring alloy of gold and silver used by Harappans in ornaments and artifacts. Silver and copper were used separately, not combined. Gold and copper, they were not the alloys of electrum. The Indus Valley people, they were the first in India to use what? Iron, gold coins, copper and steel. Now here this is important. Okay. So iron, it is said to be discovered in 1000 BC. Gold coins was there, copper was there, and steel, it was generally used after there was the utilization, after there was the finding of iron. Okay, so here when we talk about the finding of iron, what do we see is that because iron was found in 1000 BC, after that only steel would be there, and Indus Valley people, they were there during the time period of 3000 to 1750 BC. Okay, so with the elimination we can eliminate A and D. And after this, when we talk about gold coins and copper, they were the who were the first to use in India. So these were the people who utilized copper, okay, for the first time in India. Coins, the system of coins, they were not there. Coins are what? Coins are currency. So here the aspect of currency was not generally there during the Harappan civilization, and especially gold currency. Okay, so that is why we can say that this particular time period was associated with copper, because gold coins, it generally came during the time period of Kushans and the Indo Greeks. The next one is, in the later Vedic text, the term Rashtra, it is going to indicate what? In the term later Vedic text, the term Rashtra, it is going to indicate what? So basically, when we talk about Rashtra, okay, Rashtra, it is going to emerge, this concept of Rashtra, that was the state system. It generally emerged during the later Vedic time period, that is prior to the Mahajanpadas age. So Rashtra, was it a military tribe? Was it a king's court? Was it a territory or a state, or was it a caste based group? Now when we talk on this particular situation, okay, so Rashtra, even in today's time, when you look at Rashtra, what does Rashtra actually mean? A state, right? So here sometimes the examination will directly give you the answer to this, that it was not a military tribe, it was not the king's court, but Rashtra, it was how the state was to be managed. Okay, so the answer to this is going to be the C. Answer to this is going to be C. Who among the following introduced the measurement for revenue assessment in ancient India? Was it Bimbisar, was it Ashoka, was it Kautilya, or was it Alauddin Khilji? Alauddin Khilji was a medieval time period ruler. Okay, Kautilya, Ashoka, and Bimbisar. Kautilya was not the ruler. Kautilya was not the ruler, but Bimbisar and Ashoka, they are going to be the ruler. So who of the following was the people who introduced land measurement for revenue assessment? Okay. So I guess the question itself I have framed as wrong. Okay. The question itself is wrong. Why? Because land measurement for revenue assessment, it was initiated by Alauddin Khilji. That means prior to assessing how much revenue is to be taxed from this land, he measured the land, because there was a lot of corruption that was going on. So the question itself is wrong. Here, if we eliminate ancient, just eliminate ancient, so the answer is going to be Alauddin Khilji. Okay, here in the ancient time period there was no context, means these people, they generally there was very little understanding of measurement of land. All right, the next one is the Brahma Varta mentioned in the Vedas. It refers to the region of Punjab, Rajasthan, Haryana, and Western UP and Eastern India. Brahma Varta. Okay, so Brahma Varta. What do we understand from the Brahma Varta? That which one is the region? So here it is going to be not Punjab, not Rajasthan, but okay, all right. It is not Punjab, not Rajasthan, not Eastern India, but it is going to be the Haryana and Western UP. It is going to be Haryana and Western UP. Okay, all right, all right. Okay, I will. Okay, So I'll just place the mic here itself. Let's move to the next question. Okay, the term vis in the Rig Veda, the term vis in the Rig Veda, it denotes what? The term vis in the Rig Veda, what is it going to denote? Was it kingdom? Was it clan? Was it religious ritual? Was it assembly of priest? What does the term vis mention here? Is it kingdom? The kingdom, it was basically understood, in the aspect of the Janapad, the clan or tribe. Okay, the clan or tribe, it was basically associated with the idea of the Jana. Okay, Jana, and Vis was the lowest unit. So religious ritual. Okay, so it is going to be the clan or tribe, because Jana, Vis in the Rig Veda, it refers to clan or tribe forming the basic socio-political unit. So Vis was basically like the family, and in the Rig Veda, when we talk, family was the basic social unit, and a compilation of family meant the Jana. So the answer to this, the answer to Vis means clan or tribe. Who is considered to be the founder of the Nanda dynasty? Come on, this is something that you guys can answer. Who is considered to be the founder of Nanda dynasty? Who is the founder of Nanda dynasty? Okay, very good, Sasi. So the answer to this is going to be Mahapadma Nanda. Okay, Dhananand was one of the sons of Mahapadma Nanda, and Dhananand was replaced by him. That is Chandragupta Maurya. Bimbisar was the founder of the Haryanka dynasty. Okay, which Vedic deity is known as Purandhara, or the destroyer of forts? Which Vedic deity? Is it Varuna? Is it Indra? Is it Agni? Or is it Rudra? Who is known as Purandhara? Who is known as Purandhara, the destroyer of forts? Come on, Sasi, what do you think? Who is known as Purandhara? Who is known as Purandhara? Come on. Who is known as Purandhara? Is it Varun? Is it Indra? Is it Agni? Or is it Rudra? Who is it? It is Indra, Agni. Yes, very good, very good. So the answer to this, it is going to be Indra. Indra was the most powerful god of the Vedic age, of basically the Rig Vedic age. So he was known as the Purandhara. Okay, so that is the aspect. Now, when we move to the next one, the next question is that yes, who translated the Manusmriti in English? Who translated the Manusmriti in English? So when we talk on this, who is going to be the answer? Indra is their god in Vedic. So yeah, okay. Anyhow, the guess was right. Anyhow, the guess was right. So who is the person who is going to, translate Manusmriti in English during the British period? Was it Max Muller? Was it William Jones? Was it Alexander Cunningham? Or was it H. Wilson? Now see, these particular entities, Alexander Cunningham is the first director of the Archaeological Survey of India. Okay, then the Max Muller was the person who promoted the Aryan invasion theory. H. Wilson and William Jones, they were British archaeologists who were very much inquisitive about knowing, on knowing about the ancient India. The answer to this in the translation is William Jones. Okay, so it is William Jones who translated it into English in 1794. The next one is the officer who was responsible for managing pastoral land in Vedic age was known as Vajrapati, Sangrahati, Bhagaduha, or Ugra. Okay, so from the name itself, pasture land. Okay, and who was the officer in charge? So generally, when we talk about officer in charge, so we are telling that he is the head. So what do we call as the head? Pashupati. Okay, the leader, or Himapati, Pradakshina Pati. So pati is what? It is basically kind of the leader. So here when we are talking about the officer, so officer here, what can you understand is the Vajrapati. So Vrajapati. So the answer to this is going to be the A. Sangrahati, it was the treasurer. Bhagaduha, it was the tax collector, and Ugra was the law enforcement officer. So once again, match the following can be asked on this particular aspect. The term Jinnah in Jainism, it refers to what? Supreme God, saint who conquers passions, lay followers, or idol. What do you think? What do you guys think? Who is Jinnah? Is it Supreme Lord? And it is in the Jainism. Lord Vadaman Mahavira and all the 24 Tirthankars, they were known as Jinnah. Okay, and Jinnahs, they were the people who had a lot of followers. Okay, but they were called Jinnah because they had done something. Okay, so they were called Jinnah. Why? Because they had conquered all their passions. They had conquered all of their particular desires. So when they conquered their desires, they were known as Jinnah. That means the conqueror of their desires. And when they became Jinnah, people started following them, and that is when the Jaina people, and that is when the followers are going to be known as Jaina. So the people who followed the Jinnah, who had conquered all their desires, were known as Jaina. So the answer to this is going to be B. Okay, here. Remember this word. The lay followers, they were known as Shravakas. Idol is referred to as Pratima in the Jain traditions, and Jainism do not accept the idea as supreme creator God. Jainism rejects the idea of God, and for the Jain people, it is the Tirthankar is the ultimate entity, and Tirthankar might also be above the God. So that was the idea. Now, who among the following was the 23rd Tirthankar in the Jainism? Was it Rishabdeva, Neminatha, Parshvanatha, or Mahavira? Come on, this is something that is very much easy. Who was the person who is the 23rd Tirthankara? Okay, just give me a moment. Just give me a moment. Is it okay now, Sasi? Just let me know if it is okay right now. Just let me know if it is okay. No, no, I understand. I totally understand, Sasi. And if you guys believe, and if you guys, whenever in my sessions, if you guys feel that the audio is distorting or something like that, kindly let me know. Kindly let me know, because these sessions are conducted for you guys itself. Okay, and if you do not understand my audio, so you will have to tell me. Okay, that's good. That's good, Sasi. You pointed it out. Okay, okay, all right, all right. I guess the mic was up, so that was one issue. But okay. So, what do you think? Who among the following was the 23rd Tirthankara in Jainism? Okay, thank you for the confirmation, Sasi. All right. Now, come on, answer this. Who is the 23rd Tirthankara? A total of 24 Tirthankars are there. Rishabhnatha or the Rishabhdeva was the first Tirthankara. Who is the 23rd? Was it Lord Mahavira? Okay, so Lord Mahavira was the 24th Tirthankara, and Lord Parshvanath was the 23rd Tirthankara. Okay, so now the next one is the famous Jain cave temple at Udaygiri was built during the reign of whom? The famous Jain cave temple. Okay, D. No, Sasi. The answer to this is Lord Parshvanath. Lord Parshvanath is the 23rd Tirthankara. Mahavira is the 24th Tirthankara. Okay, and also one more addition. One more addition. In the Jainism, in order to attain enlightenment, okay, the enlightenment in Jainism, it is known as Kaivalya. Enlightenment in Jainism, it is known as Kaivalya. Okay, in Buddhism, it is known as Nirvana, and in Hinduism, it is known as Moksha. Okay, so for Kaivalya, in Jainism, if you want to attain Nirvana, you will have to have right knowledge, right faith, and right conduct. Along with right knowledge, right faith, right conduct, you will also have to follow the particular Panch Prana. Panch Prana. This means the five great vows. The five great vows. Okay, so in order to attain kaivalya, right knowledge, right faith, right conduct should be followed, and the five great vows. In the five great vows, the initial four great vows, they were given by Lord Parshvanath, and only the fifth vow, that is the vow of brahmacharya, was given by the Vardhaman Mahavira. Okay, so this is the general understanding. Okay, now, all right, so I just showed you the answer to this, but no worries, I'll just explain this one thing. Okay, when we talk about the Jain, the Kharvela rulers, they were patronizers of the Jain. Ashoka was patronizer of Buddhism. Harshvardhana was patronizer of Mahayana Buddhism. Samudragupta was also tolerant towards Buddhism. Kharvela rulers, they were the rulers in the Odisha area. Okay, Odisha was also known as Kalinga at that point of time. Okay, so the Kharvela rulers, they were the rulers of Odisha, Kalinga, and these rulers, they patronized the Jain religion. So in the Odisha area, that means in the Bhubaneswar area, there are the caves known as the Udaygiri and Khandari. Udaygiri and Khandari. So it is in the Udaygiri and Khandari caves that they are known as the Jain caves. The Udaygiri and Khandari, they are known as the Jain caves. Alright, so this is the general understanding when we talk on the particular Jain caves. Now, the next one is the division of Jainism into two sects, Digambar and Shwetambar. It occurred after the first Jain Council, second Jain Council, birth of Mahavira, and Nirvana of Parshvanatha. Okay, Nirvana of Parshvanatha. Now, what do you think is the answer to this? What do you think is the answer to this? What do you think? Come on, Sasi. What do you think is the answer to this? Why? Because Jainism, the division of Jainism, only when Jainism will be there, then only it will be divided. Okay, so it is not going to be Nirvana of Lord Parshvanath, because Parshvanath was the 23rd Tirthankar, and during his point of time, Jainism did not actually take shape. It was after the Vardhaman Mahavira. So even when Vardhaman Mahavira got birth, he did not find the Jainism. Only at the age of 42 years, when he got Nirvana, he found the Jainism. So even this is not the answer, the first Gen Council or the second Gen Council. So the answer is going to be the first Gen Council. Okay, only two councils are there, and the answer to this is going to be the first Gen Council, when the Digambar and Shwetambar, they are going to be separated, and this Jain Council is going to happen in 298 or 299 BC, and it was conducted by Bindusara, the son of Chandragupta Maurya, Bindusara. Okay, so the 298 299 BC, here it is 300 BC. Why? Because there is a variance in the timeline, 298 299 300 BC. Just remember, it was conducted by whom? The Bindusara. Digambars, they were orthodox. Shwetambars, they were kind of liberal. Okay, the next one is the most sacred Jain festival, Paryushana, is it is generally done in which particular month? So the Paryushana, it is done in which particular month? So here I'll just go with the answer. The answer is B, that is the Bhadrapada. Here, what is the answer? Paryushana is celebrated during the Shukla Bhaksha of Bhadrapada, focusing on penance, fasting, and spiritual upliftment. Okay, now the Jain philosophy term Syadavada means what? The doctrine of karma, the doctrine of non-violence, the doctrine of relativity, or the doctrine of liberation. Okay, Syadavada. I just told you about Anikantvada. I just mentioned it to you about Anikantvada. Now, what do you believe? What is the answer to this? Come on. What do you think is the answer to this? B. That means doctrine of non-violence. Um, Now, no, that is not the answer. That is not the answer. Doctrine of non-violence, it is not the answer. It is, see, the non-violence, it is a part of Jainism. Liberation, doctrine of liberation. See, I had told you Anikantvad and Syadvad. Now, both of these, what do they mean? Is that there are multiple realities. Okay, there are multiple realities. You cannot stick to one. So here, the doctrine of relativity, it is basically associated with Syadvada. Why? Because there are multiple viewpoints on a particular thing. So that is the aspect. Syadvada, it is on the doctrine of relativity. Next, Which Gupta ruler is known as the Indian Napoleon? This is easy. Which Gupta ruler is known as the Indian Napoleon? Come on, Tashi. Which one? Who is known as the Indian Napoleon? Who is known as the Indian Napoleon? Hmm? What is the answer to this? Is it Chandragupta? Is it Samudragupta? Is it Chandragupta second or is it Skandagupta? Okay, so it is no, it is Samudragupta. Samudragupta was known as the Indian Napoleon. It was Vincent Adam Smith who has mentioned that Samudragupta was the Indian Napoleon. He was compared to Napoleon of France, who had spent a lot of time on the battlefield with the soldiers, and similarly, even Samudragupta had did so. So the answer to this is going to be the Samudragupta. The answer to this is Samudragupta. And we are going to, okay. The next one is the term who composed the Sanskrit play Mrichakatika. Okay, so here, there, the examination it can ask you about a lot of plays. Okay, which plays are there? And in that particular place, one play was Mrichakatika, and the person who had written this particular play, it was known as Sudraka. Vishakha Datta had written the particular, the Mudra Rakshasa. The Kalidasa had written the Abhijana Shakuntalam, Malvika Agnimitram. So these were the plays that were written by Kalidasa. Kalidasa wrote Abhijana Shakuntalam, Meghadutam. Bhasa wrote Swapna Vasava Datta, and Vishaka Datta wrote Mudra Rakshasa. Okay, yes, very good, very good. So the answer, no, the answer was Sudraka. See, the answer was Sudraka. Okay. Which one of the text deals with the statecraft which was authored by Kautilya? Now, what is the answer to this? What is the answer to question number 38? What is the answer to question number 38? This is a very easy one. So, Kautilya had written a text in Sanskrit, and that particular text was a text not only on statecraft but also on economy, polity. Okay, and yes, the answer to this is going to be A, that is the Artha Shastra. Okay, Manu Smriti, it is going to be written by the Manu, and it is on how the society needs to function. Mahabharata was an epic, and Digga Nikaya was a Buddhist scripture. Next, the iron pillar of Mehroli is a testament to metallurgical skills of which period? Mauryan, Gupta, Kushan, or Satvahana? What do you think? What do you think? Sasi, what is the answer to this? That the Mehroli iron pillar, who means in our sessions we have already spoken on it, that who constructed it. Okay, so it was constructed by Vikramaditya. Vikramaditya was a title taken by Chandragupta II, and Chandragupta II belonged to the Gupta time period. So the answer to this is going to be the Gupta time period, and this is a testament of metallurgical knowledge that these people had. Okay, and the last question for this day is, which ancient university in India was founded by Kumar Gupta I, the Gupta ruler? Which ancient university was founded by him? Was it Nalanda, Takshila, Vikramshila, or Vallabhi? This is very much easy. Come on. This is very much easy. Sasi, what do you think? Did you tell C? Sasi, did you just tell C? Did you just tell C? What is the answer to this? What is the answer to this last question of the day? The answer to this is going to be Nalanda. He is going to construct the University of Nalanda, Kumar Gupta, during the time period of when his father is going to rule, that is Chandragupta II. At that point of time, he is going to be constructing the Nalanda University. Takshila was much more ancient than the Nalanda. Vikramashila was constructed by the Pala rulers. Vallabhi was constructed by the Maitrak rulers of Gujarat. So the answer is Nalanda. Okay. So Vikramshila was the Pala rulers. Vallabhi was in the Maitrak dynasty, that is of Gujarat. Takshila was existing much more earlier. So this is going to be there, my dear friends. Okay. Now, I will get this document uploaded. Okay. So a total of I have added a total of 120 questions. Okay, I have added a total of 120 questions in this particular document. Okay, so you can go through 120 questions and trust me, your ancient and medieval will be sorted. Let the examination ask questions from you. You will have that capacity that you can solve majority of those questions. The examination will not ask it directly, but they will not also leave the document and ask something else. They will ask something contextual, and if you have done this, you will have that much of capability that you will be able to solve those other questions. Okay, so yes, you need to revise it, Sasi. All right, so I guess then we'll keep it this much, my dear friends. We shall keep it only till here. Okay, and then I'll end this particular session. All right, so I will get this document uploaded and you guys just go through the document. 120 questions, ancient and medieval, your it will be sorted. Okay, so once again, my dear friends, I thank every one of you for watching me. Take good care of yourselves, study well and revise. Okay, study well and revise. Thank you everybody, and Jai Hind.